Hello, I am Cesar Levy, the founder of 193 Gallery in France and Italy, and we're showcasing the work of Thandiwe Muriu, an artist from Kenya. So we work in Paris and in Venice with Indian artists. That's really an artist that we explore, and here we wanted to bring something different. So the idea was to not bringing our artists from India, but bring something different with Thandiwe Muriu, who is an artist from Kenya. We really want to connect more with the collectors here, the institution, and that's why also we did a solo show. That is something stronger, sometimes that adding 10 artists in the same booth. So this is an important market also for us as a gallery, and we really want to invest in the long term here and explore Indian market. So we are a gallery from Europe, from France and Italy, but the objective is to explore some other narrative from the global south, not always focus on occidental art world, but as I said, bring some narrative from Latin America, Africa, and we're very excited to bring some artists from Kenya here. Maybe next year in Indian Affair, we're gonna bring also artists from Latin America. That's the objective, to make a discussion between different cultures. So Thandiwe Muriu's work is all about woman empowerment. It's about showing strong women, as you can see. So it's also an archive on African fabrics. So Thandiwe spent a lot of time around Africa to find some strong, iconic fabrics. And it's an homage also to these beautiful African fabrics. But it's also talking about those women that sometimes can be too much in the background in the society in different parts of the world, taking care of the kids, taking care of the whole. And here, what she wants to show is strong woman.
My name is Thandiwe Muriu, and I'm a visual artist based out of Nairobi, Kenya. In my work, I work with fabrics. Primarily in this series, I work with the wax fabric for Akunara as women locally to redefine, celebrate, and remember. This particular series that you're seeing is called Pivot, and in Tamil, I reflect on the journey of womanhood. It's deeply inspired by my own journey becoming a photographer and being a modern woman in a conservative context. And that raised questions for me around value and belonging and general questions about identity. So in Camel, if you notice, my stuff is done into the background, and it's because I felt a little bit like I was invisible in my community when I did exactly what they wanted me to do. But the subject stand out because I did want to be myself, and I wanted to enjoy my individual beauties. And so in this series, I speak about different themes and experiences and emotions of being a woman, and I invite other women to journey with me to ask some questions of belonging as a woman. This is my first art showing at the Indian Art Fair, and it has been an incredible experience. One of the things that deeply excites me is the idea of cultural exchange, and this has been an opportunity to have interesting conversations about textiles, about women's issues, about identity and community in a different cultural context than mine. One of the things I've really enjoyed, and I think that will impact my work once I return from India, is just seeing the level of ownership around in the architecture, in the textile, in the work with marble. I feel so deeply inspired to really pay attention to the small details in our work, because I see such incredible focus on these small details all around me. For me, art is an opportunity for dialogue. I come from a culture that is an indirect culture, and so we don't think about difficult links very easily, very naturally, in a very straightforward way. And art becomes a powerful tool where I can raise up difficult, complicated subjects in my community, and we can have a discussion. We can have it safely, because art can say what words may be difficult to express.